Welcome, I'm Antonina Antosha with UATV and you're watching Head to Head. Using gas as a weapon is Russia's regular tactics. Various gas deals have been used throughout modern Ukrainian history to blackmail Kyiv. Currently, they are building the Nord Stream 2 pipeline through the Baltic Sea. It aims to bypass Ukrainian transit routes and gain more direct access to European markets. This also makes Eastern Europe anxious, but Germany continues to make assurance to Ukraine that it will be protected. To talk more about this, we're joined in the studio today by Olha Bielkova. She is the member of Ukrainian Parliament. Hello and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Antonina. It's nice to be here.
Nice having you. So, Nord Stream 2 pipeline is a very controversial project economically and territorially and in so many ways. Even such bright political figure as the President of the United States, Donald Trump, has called it a catastrophe and blamed Germany for being totally dependent on Russia and for being totally played by Russia when it comes to the project of Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Could you comment?
Yeah, I may disagree on the form of the quote, but I totally agree on the content of it. President Trump has never hesitated to pick very straightforward wordings for his statements. And but not only him, but even Angela Merkel, Chancellor of Germany, has recently agreed that this is, even though it is being promoted as a fully commercial project. Of course, everybody understands, including herself and her cabinet, that this project will have directly very big political and geopolitical impact on Europe. So our president is very much straightforward, saying that Nord Stream 2 is of great danger to Ukraine, to Europe itself. And we continue our work to open eyes of our peers, politicians in European capitals, so they see potential implications of this project being in place.
Nevertheless, Ukraine could remain a transit country, a transit route for Russian gas to Europe.
Yeah, I'd like to give more hope to your, audience and myself right now. But if you took, strictly speaking, all the numbers and put them in place, if Nord Stream 2 is in place, along with the Nord Stream 1 and Turkish Stream being built, which leaves Ukraine with 10, 15 BCM of gas. This is nothing compared to what we've been transporting. Just last year we did 94 BCM of gas. That was the highest possible volume of gas being transported to Europe. We will not keep our system existent just to make sure Europe has a backup option. It just doesn't make sense for us economically, politically, and otherwise. So right now we insist on the plan A, which is to stop Nord Stream 2 and to find a compromise between all the parties involved. So everybody, sees the value of Ukrainian route, which is there, which is built, which is very, I'd say it's a very secure route. Just today, as they start negotiations in Berlin with Gazprom, I can tell you that Nord Stream 1 is being put on hold because of some renovation work. And once again, Ukraine will have to help Europe to get their, gas from Russia using our route. So, which means that we are, kind of balancing route right now. We are fulfilling all the needs of European demand for gas right now. Let's imagine Nord Stream 2 is in place. I don't think we should be backup option. I think we should be the main option, and we will continue our advocacy for that option.
Well, Ukraine's representative at the European Council, Dmytro Kuleba, noticed that if or when, you never know, the Nord Stream 2 pipeline project is fully implemented, then Germany should provide Ukraine with guarantees, right? What kind of guarantees did he mean?
Well, I find it very hard, to kind of brainstorm on this issue, just because we already have Budapest Memorandum of Security Guarantees to Ukraine, which was signed by the great nations, including, US, UK, and Russia, and where we are right now. Who is guaranteeing our peace in Ukraine? Then we also have Minsk agreements, and everybody is in agreement that there are not other, paper which is providing us more guarantees, but still there is no way to put pressure on Putin, and he continues to kind of saying that this is not up to him to deliver the promises. So with all due respect, I think the only guarantee would be sort of like an agreement where they say we will pay regardless of whether we ship, and this is a so-called ship or pay principle, which will have to be, arranged in some way, as we had with the previous agreement, going to international arbitration court, where they will have to pay regardless of what they do with their gas in reality, whether they decide to ship through Nord Stream 2 or through Ukraine. But this is of less concern. As a politician here, I have variety of issues at my hand, and financial consideration is one, but I want everybody to understand that even more so, I'm concerned about security issue in this country. The pipeline, as of today, it is protecting Ukrainian people even from more hostility, from more aggression from Russia. So for us, Russia depends on income coming from Europe for its gas. We depend on them for transmitting this gas to Europe, and all of us in this intricate interdependence, we actually have more stability. So as I fight against Nord Stream 2, it is about money, but not only about money. And President Poroshenko was very direct, saying that this is a security guarantee as of now in our current situation against more aggression from Russia.
Speaking of more aggression from Russia, it's been stated that Russian Federation is trying to strengthen its position near the Azov Sea, near the Mariupol, the strengthen military positions, I mean. So is this a sign that Russia is trying to escalate the conflict even more and trying to actually attack and gain control over Mariupol, which would potentially give Russia an opportunity to block Ukrainian exports? Now, is this scenario possible?
I'm not sure about this one, but I can guarantee you that once Nord Stream 2 is in place, Russia will demand more military presence in the Baltic Sea region, because naturally they'll have about 80% of gas coming through one route, which is of strategic importance both to Russia and Germany, and they will demand, to have more presence in that region. So this is of great concern, not only to Ukraine, but to all the Baltic countries.
Yeah, and the reason would be pretty simple. When in fact,
it's very easy to justify. They would say this is a strategic supply. We have to make sure that this is all, secure and safe and whatever. And this is once again of serious consideration to European Union. It's not Ukrainian issue, and we were very successful traveling to different countries. Just tonight at UK Parliament, they will have a special debate being proposed by some of the MPs who are very carefully watching the situation with Nord Stream 2, and their Prime Minister will have to respond to what is happening in their government towards analyzing these potential risks. So I think many more capitals in Europe, including Germany, there is this anticipation that everybody is happy with Nord Stream 2 in Germany. It's not true. Many organizations, including ecology, environmentalists, they submit their, lawsuits to the courts. They appeal, they protest against Nord Stream 2. And many more politicians, even though they are not so explicitly saying it, they are very much concerned that Nord Stream 2 will actually hijack Europe as a union, because it creates a lot of distortions on the markets.
Yeah.
You know, it creates some advantages for Germany, but some countries, especially Central Eastern Europe, they will be at a less privileged position. Take Italy. You know, they have their own, you know, anticipation of what is coming with Nord Stream 2. So I'd say nothing is done until it is done. We anticipate very serious talks today in Berlin. We still are analyzing what has happened in Helsinki. You know, we don't know all the information, but there are some positive signs that we can actually hope to get very strong support from our transatlantic partners. In support of Ukrainian position.
Well, hopefully you get your aim.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming
and
having this conversation. That was Olha Bielkova. She is the member of Ukrainian Parliament. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned with UATV for more.